Hi guys, I'm Karen and welcome back to my channel, The Dabawan Niya Wife in America! So guys, kumusta mo sa inyong mga tagsa-tagsa nga panimalay, labi na sa itong mga kaigsunan, ug mga kababayan nga nasa Pilipinas karon o mga naadin sa Amerika, and of course sa mga Pilipino natong mga kaigsunan usab nga naa sa laing nasod. I hope you guys are fine, and also my international subscribers, I hope guys you two are all fine, and kami din guys sa Amerika. We're okay, glory to God, and we're loving the weather now, guys. It's because it's getting warmer here in Washington State, and I am really been waiting for this season to come because taki kay mga babes kung winter o fall. So lipay kami guys, especially ang mga bata kay makadula na sila sa gawas o makagawas na pud ni o man mga pips compare if bugnaw taki guys na lang dito sa balay. But anyways, the reason why I'm here mga pip, it's because many of you are asking on how I fill out the I-864A of my husband. So me and my husband guys are the ones working out on this form, because as we all know that I am not working, as you know that I am not working and I have no income guys. So I am using my husband's income in order for me to meet the requirements that the USCIS or the US government requires for me to petition my mom and dad. And so guys, right now I'm gonna show you how I fill out the form I-864A of my husband's and of my husband, and if a household member of your family is helping you, which is living with you in the same house, then he or she should fill out this I-864A. So my case guys, it is my husband who is the household member. So many are also asking me and private messaging me that they are confused if what form they gonna fill out if they have a joint sponsor. So obviously I told them that if you have a joint sponsor, they need to fill out the form I-864, not the I-864A and not the I-864EZ. Because I have a subscriber told me that her I-864 got rejected. It's because I told her that maybe you use a different form, and obviously guys, she told me that yes, she indeed used I-864 for the I-864 instead of using I-864A for his husband, who is a household member supposedly. And she already knew that there's something wrong. Of course, there's something wrong why her papers got rejected, and I confirmed it to her that you might have filled out the wrong form, and she said yes. So anyways, this time guys, like I said, I'm gonna show you how I did this. And actually this I-864A guys, it's much way easier, and for me it's less complicated than the I-864, and it is also just 8 pages guys, rather than the just 8 pages, and the I-864 I believe it's 10 to 11 pages. So if you have a household member guys, like your husband or your spouse or your sibling who is living in the same roof with you, then obviously they're gonna fill out the I-864 if they're gonna help you pass the income requirements. So let's go guys, and I'm gonna show you what I did in fill outing this form. Let's go to the laptop. So guys, we're here now sa laptop and we need to go to uscis.gov, guys, for us to see the form, the I-864A. So just type uscis.gov and then go to the forms, then scroll down, guys, go to all forms and scroll down again, look for the I-864A. Asa naman to mga pips? I-864. I-864A. Here, guys. Contract between the sponsor and the household member. So, this I-864A, guys, simply means that the household member, of course, who is living with you in the same house will fill out this form. So, of course, me, guys, I'm working, like I said before, and I am using my husband's income for me to meet the income requirements required by the USIS or the US government for them to release and of course approve the visa application that you did. So my case is my husband will be filling out this form, the I-864A. So if it's not your husband, guys, if your sister or your brother or your spouse is helping you out with this application, and of course they will also be filling out this I-864A and not the I-864, which is filled out by the joint sponsor and the petitioner. So if somebody else is helping you out with the income who is not living with you in the same house, of course, they're gonna fill out the I-864, which is the same form to be filled out by the petitioner or the main sponsor, which is you. And so, guys, let's click this affidavit of support, I-864A. So you'll find this here, guys, the form. So just click the form I-864A. So as you can see here now, guys, is the form and it has 8 pages, mga pips. 8 pages. So actually, it's just 7 pages, guys. It's because the part 9, which is the 8th page, is just an additional information if in case you have no enough space for you to write on the remaining information that you need to input in this form. So basically, it's just 7 pages. So let's start, guys, and I'll show you how I did this form. And just disclaimer, guys, it doesn't mean that you have to copy what I did here and all the inputs that I did. It's really based on your case, guys. So for me, it's my husband inputs here. So all you have to do here in part 1 is you have to put the last name, the first name, and the middle name. So let's put here, guys, the last name, the first name, and the middle name. And then, guys, I have this is the form, guys, that I did before. So this is my copy, guys, in order for me to run through with this form. And so here the mailing address, guys, of course, the mailing address of my husband and definitely our mailing address since we are living in the same house. So for example, so you have to click here, guys, if you're living in an apartment or suite or floor, but we don't have that, guys. So I will just put on the house number, Jill Street, and then city or town, let's say Renton, and then here, guys, here. So you just have to click, guys, if which one. But if ever there are sometimes, guys, you will not be able to click anything here. So you just have to get a black ink pen and just X after you print it out. So there's a lot of boxes here, guys, that you cannot write online. You cannot type in the computer. So all you have to do is just get a black ink pen after you print it out and write those information that you need to put in there. And so here for the state, let's say Arkansas, for example only, guys. So the zip code is 123. Country, United States of America. Is your current mailing address the same as your physical address? Of course, guys, we are living in the same address, so I will click yes. Next is other information. Of course, guys, this form is about my husband, who is the household member. So you have to put the birthday here, guys. For example, the birthday is first month is October 10/1, let's say 1970. October 1, 1970. City or town, let's say again Renton. His place of birth, state, Washington, for example, or Arkansas, just like what I put here on this side. So it doesn't matter. This is just example, guys. So wherever your husband or your spouse or your sibling lives, then you input here, guys, the right state, of course. Country, United States of America. And then the social number of your husband, of course, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So make sure you input the right number. And then if your husband has a USAS only account, then you input, of course, the account number. But my husband don't have any online account, guys. So I just put NA, guys. Okay, then next. Part 2, your household member's relationship to the sponsor. So, of course, I am the main sponsor. So, it's the spouse, guys. You will click here, the 1A. So, you have 3 choices here for this question. Your household member's relationship to the sponsor. So, 1A, I am the intending immigrant and also the sponsor's spouse. 1B, I am the intending immigrant and also member of the sponsor's household. 1C, I am not the intending immigrant. I am the sponsor's household member. I am related to the sponsor as his or her spouse. So here, guys, I'm not clicking this 1A because my husband is not the intending immigrant. And 1B, it's not, so it's about the intending immigrant, so it's not that, guys. So here, guys, 1C, I'm gonna click this. I am not the intending immigrant. I am the sponsor's household member and I am related to the sponsor as his or her spouse. So I am the spouse. So, guys, it will not click. Just like what I said, guys, here right now, I could not click this spouse. So I have to do, guys, is that after I print it out, I make sure that I X this, guys. I put X in here. So whichever, guys, if it's spouse, a parent, or you're a brother or sister, then you just have to click here, the tick here, guys, or other dependent specify. You can write it here at the box. For the part 3, guys, your household members' employment income. So I just want to clarify, guys, that this section is the income of the household member. And so, guys, here in part 3, I am currently employed. And here I am employed, of course. What is your position or rank, or what is your position in the particular company? So, for example, I am employed as an example, like my husband is a registered nurse, so you have to put here registered nurse. And then number 2, name of the employer, you have to put there, guys. Let's say, for example, Tacoma Hospital. And then here, guys, if doing second job, you have to type here, guys, multi-care hospital. So if your husband is self-employed, just click this one. If your husband is retired, just click this one it also. So whichever applies to you guys, to your husband or you as a household member. So it's your you know better, guys, which one fits you here. So if he is unemployed since, then click this unemployed. If he is not working anymore or he is really not working, so you can put unemployed here since when? Since this here, guys. So if he is also retired, you have to put when he retired in a particular company or when is his retirement starts. So just put the year, the month, and the day here. And of course, my current individual income is, so here, guys, let me just tell you, guys, because like I told you before that my husband is working when we were still in North Carolina. He is working in a company, and in a company that, of course, that his salary on that company was included in his tax for the year 2020. And the amount there, guys, in the IRS is different from the current individual income that I put in here. It's because, guys, right now it is asking for a current individual annual income, and and he is, when we move here in Washington state, so he is working in a different company. So we also got a copy of his annual paycheck, guys, in this new company that he is working right now. So what I did is I just total, guys, the annual income that the company is, gave him this year in this new company, the total of his annual income, and at the same time it includes also the income that we got from his pension, guys. So that's all that we total, guys. So I don't, of course, since the company that he is working in North Carolina is not recent, so I did not include that paycheck anymore. What I only include, guys, is the paycheck of his new company right now, of the new company right now where he is working, and the pension. So as you can see, you will see later, guys, um, the reason why the amount is different from that I put in the most recent IRS and the amount that I put in here in the current individual income. So, for example, guys, the current income that we have right now is the total paycheck for his new job, guys, for the annual income of his new job right here in Washington State, and the pension. Let's say, guys, $55,000. Okay, let's just pretend if it's 55,000. So let's continue, mga pips. In part 4, your household members' federal income tax information and assets. Have you filed a federal income tax return for each of the most recent tax years? I said, of course, he did, the 2018, 2019, and then the 2020. So click yes here. And let's go here. Note, you must attach a photocopy of transcript of your federal income tax return for only the most recent tax year. So, of course, here, guys, you can just upload the latest, guys, 2020, because it says here you must attach a photocopy or transcript of income tax return for only the most recent year. But if you feel like, guys, that the previous IRS income will help you guys to establish your income, then it says here you can also upload the second and the third recent the second and the third previous years, guys, for the IRS transcript. So for me, I uploaded, I even if it's here, guys, just the recent, I still click the optional For the optional guys 1B, I still click this guys so that I could upload the second and the third recent tax years. So all in all guys, I uploaded the 2018, the 2019, and the 2020. So I have a little hard time in compressing the document, guys, because it is a really way too big. It's more than 2 MB, and as we all know that it should not be more than 2 MB for the siac.state.gov or the NVC to accept your document. So I also have a video about it, guys, that I use the ilovepdf.com for me for you to compress your file. So you can check it out in my tutorial, guys, in my channel. And so here, guys, I am showing you this. This is what I'm talking about. My total income, adjusted gross income on IRS Form 1044 Easy, as reported on my federal income tax return for the most recent 3 years. So here, guys, all you have to do is put the 2020. So for me, guys, 2020 is the most recent, and then the second and the third, 2019 and the 2018. So guys, for you to see the adjusted gross income, it says here you have to put the adjusted gross income. All you have to do, guys, is to check and go back to your transcript. You'll be able to see there, guys, the adjusted gross income, and then you will see adjusted gross income dot, and you can see at the very end, guys, the amount of the adjusted gross income on that particular year. So just be patient because I have it takes me a while, guys, to find that amount. So it is just right there in your IRS transcript. So just look for it. So here, guys, for the most recent, I input, guys, let's say 50,000. And then the 2019 is, let's say, 60,000. Oops. And then the third is, let's say, 70. So here, guys, like what I explained a while ago, the reason why the most recent total income, guys, here is different from what I input here, guys, from my current individual annual income. Because, guys, the very reason why it's different, because this total income, guys, this is the income, this income includes the total paycheck that my husband received when he was still working in North Carolina. So that's what I put in here, guys, and that this is the amount that was listed in the adjusted gross income in the transcript. So this is the amount, and that time, guys, he is doing part-time on two company way back in North Carolina. So this is what reflects in his IRS. And the reason why I am not writing this 50,000 anymore here and here, the reason why I'm not writing the same amount, it's because it's asking for the current, guys. So just common sense, this amount is not current anymore. This was still last year, guys, just last year. So there's no way for me to put this amount on here. It's because the amount on the top, guys, is not the current. So like I said, I will put, guys, the paycheck annual income that the company that he's working right now and his pension. That's it. And next, guys, is no, it's not yet part 5. So here, guys, in my assets, complete only if necessary. I'm so sorry, guys, for those who is asking or have concern about this section. I will not be able to help you guys because I'm not writing anything on here. So my husband income is already enough, so I did not put any more assets and anything here. So I just don't want to confuse myself anymore. So that's the reason why I have no idea, guys, about the assets. I have no idea, guys. I'm so sorry, guys. Well, you have to just do your own research and maybe check other blogs, guys. Maybe they have a topic about how they do this asset section, guys. So let's go on part 5, sponsors promise. So guys, here don't confuse yourself. It's because all you need to put in here is the sponsor, you the petitioner. So you have to print your name. Right? For example, I am the sponsor. So print name, I the sponsor, Karen Jer Shelton. So you have to print your name, guys, all caps lock, all big letters. In consideration of the blah 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 blah, and file an affidavit of support on behalf of the following name intending immigrants. So here, guys, since I'm only sponsoring one person in this affidavit and on this I-864A, so I will only put one. So maybe if you're asking, oh, Karen, why you just put one there? Why you not put two there since you are petitioning your mom and your dad? So here's the answer, guys. The reason why I only put one here, because if you are petitioning your mom and your dad, as we all know that you applied I-130 for your mom, I-130 for your dad. So it follows, guys, that you also have to make I-864 form for your mom and complete also I-864 form for your dad. Definitely, you as the petitioner will be filling out that I-864 form for each of them. So you have two already forms for them, for the I-864. And now that we are doing the I-864A, which is definitely, obviously been, should be done by the household member, which is in my case, my husband. My husband needs to fill out one I-864A form to my mom and one I-864A form to my dad. So you're going to have two I-864A form that you need to complete. So here I only put one, guys, just like I said before, because this form is for my mom, and I will make another one again for my dad, and I will also put one there. So you don't need to put two. I hope it's clear. Sponsors promise, blah blah, certification, signature. So intending immigrant number 1. So since I am petitioning my mom and my dad, I will only put one intending immigrant here. So this is for my mom, so I will put, let's say, the name of my mom. Last name is, let's say, Villa Rita. First name is Morena. Middle name is Alberta. Puro manita. So the date of birth of your mom, for example, January 4, 1950, 1960, let's say. If for the alien registration, guys, your mom will have, yeah, of course, many are asking, where do they find the alien registration number or the A number. So if your mom was able to come here visit in the States, or she has processed any visa and she got approved, and you might have your mom might have an A number. But my case, my mom wasn't able to be here in the States. She was not able to travel here in the States, so she don't have the alien number. So I'll just put that here, NA, guys. Social security number, of course, none. US online account number, none, because I am the only one who have the USAS online account, guys. So my mom, my dad, James, my husband, who is a household member, they don't have any USCIS online account. So intending immigrant, guys, this section, guys, I am so confused and I am so worried. But guys, like I said, doing my research and also asking for from the people in the Facebook groups, guys, they said that if you are petitioning your mom and dad, you will only need to put one intending immigrant here. So you don't need to put both your mom and dad here on this form, and then when you make another form for your dad, you have to put another, again, your mom and dad there. No, that's not the case. They said since you petition each of them, each form for them, you only need to put here, guys, their name only, the beneficiary's name only, just one beneficiary. So you don't need to put here, guys, just for example, this form is my mom, you don't need to put the intending immigrant number 2 as your dad. You don't put your dad's name there. So I just leave it like that, guys. It's my mom. So when I'll be doing my dad I-864A, of course, I will only put the name of my dad. So I will not put the name of my mom as the number 2. No. Oh, I hope that's clear. And for part 5, sponsors promise statement, here guys, you have to click here if you are, the interpreter name, part 7 will help you do this. So there's no interpreter, so I'm not doing anything here. Here guys, at my request, the preparer name in part 8. So I'm not doing anything here guys because my husband is the one who's doing this form. And if, of course, guys, if somebody else is helping you out, or if you cannot understand English and somebody is helping you out who knows how to read and write English, then definitely they have to click this, or somebody prepare this apart from your husband or your household member, then you have to click this as well. But for me, like I said, it's my husband, so I'm not doing anything in here. So sponsors contact information. So who is the sponsor? This time, guys, it's me, the petitioner. Don't confuse yourself. It's not about the household member here on this number 28, 29, 30. It's the main sponsor, the petitioner. So sponsors daytime, telephone number. Okay, it's my number, guys. So whichever. Just put the number of the petitioner or the sponsor. Sponsor's email address. So just put, guys, the email address. Let's say, small letters. But if every time, guys, if they ask, every time I answer the email address, if there's a question in any USCIS application, I always use small letter, guys, for the email address. I don't use like big letters here. I always use small letters. Oh, why is not current? So I always use this. So I have no idea, guys, if is there any difference if you use all capital letters. I have no idea, guys. Okay, so sponsors declaration and certification. So you have to read this, guys. I'm not reading this to you anymore because it is too long. So let's just make it shortcut, guys. Let's just do shortcut. So let's pretend that you already read all this. So you have to sign here in 31A, sponsor signature, not the household member, guys. It's the sponsor. So you, the petitioner, will sign here, and of course, date of the signature, month, date, and year. So you have to also read this, guys. Note to all sponsors. Oh, guys, this is so long. But anyways, you still have to read it, but I'm not reading it to you now. So here, guys, it's so impossible, guys, for you to make mistake because here they really write it in a bold letter. So you cannot make mistake here, guys. So it says here, I, the household member, of course, my husband is the household member. You have to write the name of your husband. Make sure, guys, you don't write your name here, guys, as the petitioner. It's your husband's name or your household member's name. Print name, guys. So print name, you have to do all big letters. In consideration of the sponsor's promise to complete and file an affidavit of support on behalf of the above named intending immigrants, print the number of intending immigrants noted in part 5. So when we go scroll upwards, guys, on this form, we know that I make this form only for my mom. So I only put 1 there, guys. So in my next form, the other form of I-864A, which is my dad, I will also put 1 there, not 2. Okay, so blah, 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 read all this, guys. You have to read all those. Part 6, you also have to read those. So here, guys, your household member statement. Select the box either. Okay, so 1A, I can read and understand English, of course, understand every question on this contract and answer every question. So I click that, guys. The interpreter, if you have interpreter, click this. If you have a preparer, click this. But mine, I don't have any of this. So my husband can understand and read English. So we click this one. Your household member's contact number. Remember, this is asking about the household member, not the sponsor.
So you put the number here, guys, of your husband or your spouse or a sibling who is living in the same room with you. So you have to put their number, guys, not the sponsor's number. Your household members' email address. So my husband's email address is, let's say, James Shelton at yahoo.com. We're almost done, guys. We're almost done. So here, you have to read here. And so here, guys, your household member signature. It's not the petitioner or the main sponsor signature, but the household member, guys, which is my husband. So I have to print his name. It says here, guys, you have to print the name. So James, let's say, guys, that's the name. Your husband's signature, you have to let your husband, of course, just to sign here, guys. And here in 60 is the date. The day, of course, the day that he signed this form. Note to all household members. If you do not completely fill out this contract or fail to submit required documents listed in the instruction, USAS will deny your contract. So make sure that you have to submit, guys, all the necessary documents. Me, guys, I only uploaded this I-864. When you go to siac.state.gov, you will click here. You'll see, guys, in the bottom, there is a joint sponsor on the left side, and then the right side, guys, beside it is the household member. So you have to click the household member, guys, and what I only uploaded is the evidence, guys, that proves that the relationship between me and my husband, which is the household member. So you only have to upload the document that proves your relationship. So mine, guys, I uploaded only, guys, our marriage license. That's it. The marriage license in this I-864A form. So here, guys, let's continue with part 7. It's all about the interpreter. So no worries for that. I don't have any interpreter. Here, guys, part 7 is about the interpreter. Actually, guys, this part 7, part 8 is all about the interpreter and the preparer. So if somebody else is doing this form for you as the household member, then you have to input everything that the details that they need here. But I'm not doing anything there, guys. So part 8, the same time, is about the preparers. So I'm not doing anything there. And part 9, that's it. Oh, guys, that's it. It's, for me, guys, it's better than the I-864. It's better than the I-864 form, guys. OMG, the I-864 form is so complicated. For me, it's so complicated, so stressed, guys. When I fill out that form, I want to cry, guys. But this I-864A form, oh my gosh, this is so easy, guys. I don't even have a hard time, helping my husband doing this. As we do this form, guys, we're not having a hard time. So here, guys, in page 8, I'm not doing anything here. It's because I don't have a lot of inputs that needs extension. Next, use more pages to do this form. So anyway.
So that's it, guys. I hope you have learned something and this video is helpful to your case. If ever you're confused, guys, which form that you need to fill out, if a household member is helping you or a joint sponsor is helping you. And I also have a video that show you guys how I fill out the I-864 of the petitioner, which is me or the main sponsor. And by the way, guys, I just want to say to you that don't confuse yourself on who is the main sponsor and who is the joint sponsor. And these two persons are different. So the main sponsor is the petitioner, is the same person, and the joint sponsor could be your relatives, your friends, or your colleagues who will be helping you guys to meet the income requirements. So a joint sponsor doesn't need to be living with you in the same house, and they could be living anywhere here in the States. And I will also upload next time, guys, how I upload the civil documents that is needed for the visa application by the NVC or the cac.state.gov. And stay tuned guys on that video, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click the bell button guys, so that every time I upload a new video, you will get notified. And so guys, magbabay na mi because we will still be we will have our dinner guys, and it's past 6 o'clock here in the evening, and it is still very bright outside. So, ano lang mga pips, and amping mo guys diha sa inyong mga tagsa-tagsa nga panimalay, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye! Serious pa lang. Serious kaya akong katapad guys. Serious lagi ka ate. Ulit ka nagbabay. Okay. Bye guys!